Hi everyone, I'm Meredith Abbott, Culinary Director for Sur La Table, and welcome to On the Table. Today I'm making a classic French dessert sauce, a vanilla bean crème anglaise. This velvety custard sauce is a perfect complement to any dessert. I'm going to start by heating my milks. I have whole milk and cream. Get about medium heat under this. Add my sugar and a pinch of salt. And since this is vanilla bean crème anglaise, I am using vanilla bean paste. It has a nice concentrated flavor, and it has those little speckles that you would find if you were using vanilla bean pods. I'm gonna stir this until I can tell that the sugar is dissolved, and until the milks begin to simmer, just until you start to see little bubbles around the outside of the pot. I like to use a heavy gauge stainless steel saucepan for this so that it cooks evenly and I'm less likely to scorch my milk. While I wait for my milk to heat, I'm going to whisk my eggs just to break them up. This recipe uses a technique called tempering. So I'm going to take my hot milk and slowly add it to my eggs to gently bring them up to a hot temperature so that I don't scramble my egg yolks. My egg yolks in this recipe act as the thickener, which makes this custard. Heat this just until you start to see little bubbles around the edges, which I'm just starting to, just right there. And you can slowly pour while whisking into your egg yolks. We're gently raising the temperature of the eggs by slowly adding the milk mixture. And you can check this by feeling the outside of the bowl with your hands. And when it feels warm, you know that your eggs are warm. So now I'm going to place my saucepan back on the stove, medium-low heat. And now I'm going to add my now warm egg mixture into my milk mixture, again, while whisking. Now, I'm going to cook this while stirring constantly, making sure that I get really good connection with my whisk all the way into the corner of my pot until this custard sauce reaches 165, 170 degrees and is nice and thick. And I'll show you that consistency that we're looking for when we get there. Okay, I've switched to a silicone spatula over time, so I can really scrape the bottom of this saucepan. I've checked my temperature. I'm actually at 170 degrees. So I'm gonna turn off the heat. And as you can see, the custard sauce is moving a little bit differently in my saucepan. It's moving a little bit more slowly and smoothly. And when I lift up my spatula, you can see that it's coating the spoon, and when I do that with my finger, it holds that edge. That's what you're looking for. So if you don't have a thermometer or a thermometer that is calibrated, that is another indicator that you can use to know when your sauce is cooked. So now I'm going to strain the sauce through a fine mesh strainer set over a large bowl. And I do this to catch any bits of egg that maybe got scrambled. Press that through. And now I like to serve this sauce chilled. So I'm going to chill it over an ice bath, which is a large bowl full of ice water that you then set your bowl over, making sure that none of that ice water gets inside your bowl. And then you can cover this and pop it in your refrigerator until this is thoroughly chilled, and then it's ready to be served on whatever dessert you choose. I just took my crème anglaise out of the refrigerator. It's been chilling for about 4 hours or so, and it's nice and cool. At this point, if you wanted to flavor it with a liqueur such as Grand Marnier or some amaretto, this is where you would add a little splash. But if not, you have a beautiful, delicious, velvety smooth dessert sauce. Look at that, it's ready to go on any sort of dessert. Enjoy.